Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. In this presentation, we'll be looking at the Quran, and in particular, we'll be focusing on the mathematical patterns found within it. Each of the claims made in this presentation will be tested in front of you, so that you can go away and retest them if you so wish. It's important to approach this topic with a skeptical mindset, by examining the basis of each claim being made, because our intention here is to focus on the patterns that can easily be retested, to demonstrate that given the number of mathematical patterns in the Quran, that it must be from a divine source, or that it's at least worthy of further investigation, analysis, and study. When Muslims talk about the mathematical patterns in the Quran, three areas that are often discussed are: number one, the repetition of similar words, whether they be synonyms or antonyms; number two, the relationship between chapter numbers and verse numbers; and number three, the solving of certain equations using references from the Quran. And we'll be showing a video on this topic at the end of the presentation. Let's examine each one in more detail. Before we go into this, some basic facts about the Quran. The Quran is made up of 114 surahs, or chapters. Each chapter contains verses or ayahs, and there are 6,236 in total in the Quran. And overall, we have 78,257 words in the Quran. Interestingly enough, each of the following examples occur an equal number in the Quran. As you can see, some of these are synonyms and some of these are antonyms. What's even more interesting is that you can actually go back to the Quran and test these particular examples. To reperform these tests, we'll be using some well-known software. We have Al-Quran Al-Kareem, which is a piece of software developed by Sakhr, and this is a Quran-specific piece of software, but we'll also be using Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. The first example we'll be testing is the repetition of the words angels and demons. Now for this, we'll be using a piece of Arabic software called Arabic Editor, which you can get from download.com, and we'll be typing the word malaika. So, ma, la, a, I, ka, ha, malaika. So highlight the word, copy, and then we go to our Quran software, and we go to search, and then words, change to Arabic, and paste the word in. Now, you'll notice here there's a couple of options. You can search on the word level, or you can add the suffix and prefix, or root only. Now what this means is that if we search for the roots, we'll be searching not just the singular form, but the plural form, malaika, malak, the singular, malakain, the dual. So to cover all of these different options, we have to search on the root level. Otherwise, it'll just give us the word malaika. So we search for root, then we select all, and search. And as you can see here, we have a frequency of 88. Now you can go into some of these examples to have a bit more understanding of what's in there. And you can see here with قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ. So here you will have angels and plural. Al-malaika, again this is plural. But if we go to the next example, لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, well, Allah is talking here to the angels. So Allah is talking لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ. When you go to this example, al-malakain, here we have angels in dual form. So as we can see, it's resulted in bringing up all the different forms of the word malaika. Now we go back to Arabic Editor and we type in shayateen. So sha, ya, a, ta, I, na, shayateen. And we copy this word across, back to the Quran, paste, make sure it's on the root, and search again. And as you can see, this also has a frequency of 88. Now again, you can go into a specific ayah to check on what's being searched. And here you can see إِلَى شَيَاطِينِهِمْ فَأَزَلَّهُمَا الشَّيْطَانُ, and a frequency of 88. Meaning that both the words for angels and demons appear 88 times in the Quran. Our next example is the number of repetitions of the words Isa, or Jesus, and Adam. There's a verse in the Quran that says, إِنَّ مَثَلَ عِيسَى عِنْدَ اللَّهِ كَمَثَلِ آدَمَ خَلَقَهُ مِنْ تُرَابٍ ثُمَّ قَالَ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. That the similitude or the similarity of Jesus before Allah is that of Adam. He created him from dust, then said to him, be, and he was. So in other words, Jesus, peace be upon him, and Adam, peace be upon him, are similar. So here, as you can see, we've written Isa, copied it, and pasted it in the Quran program. And now when you press search, you get a frequency of 25. You can go into an example of this, and as you can see here, Isa and Jesus. You can now do the same for Adam, copy and paste. And now it's going to give me some options here to what type of search do I want. So I want it to be an Adam search. So you can see the two words are similar. And then you get a frequency of 25. Again, 25, Jesus, peace be upon him, and 25 of Adam. Our next example is of action and reward, fa'il and ajr. So if we search for the word fa'il, copy and paste, same criteria of searching for the root, we get a result of 108. And likewise with reward, copy, ajr, paste, search, and there we have it, 108. Our next example of dunya and akhirah, this world and the hereafter, can be searched for in the same way, but now we're going to use Microsoft Word instead of using Software program. So you can copy the whole Quran into Microsoft Word. So you can go to a program like this, and then as it opens, you copy each chapter, each surah, into Microsoft Word, and you can build up the whole Quran by doing this. So you can keep on doing this with every chapter until eventually you'll end up with something like this. And here you can see the whole Quran is in one Microsoft Word document. Now if we copy the word dunya into Microsoft Word, so we'll just spell it dunya, and we take a copy of this, and then we go to our Microsoft Word. Now we're going to go to Edit, Find, we're going to copy this word in, copy paste, Control V, highlight to find all. When we click find all, we get 115 results. We then repeat this exercise for akhirah. So and then put a hamza on top, kha, ra, ha, akhirah. We take this, copy, go into Microsoft Word, and there we go, find all, and then we have it, 115 results. And you can scroll down the Quran and see where all these results are coming from. Our final two examples are slightly different because now we're not going to go in equal number. We're going to take, for example, 7 heavens. The phrase 7 heavens, sab'a samawat. If you copy that in, sab'a and the samawat, heavens. So sab'a means 7, samawat means heavens. And you copy that in, and you search for that as a phrase, you get 7 results. Our next example is if we search for prayer. Now, salah is singular. Salah, singular. If we copy this in and search at the root or with the suffix level, suffix and prefixes, you get 83 examples, so quite a large number here. Now the interesting thing is that when we search for this in plural, note that Muslims pray 5 times a day. So salawat is plural. We're just searching for the word itself, salawat, plural. And it could have a prefix or a suffix like as-salawat, the prayers. So we're going to include suffix and prefixes. Select all, and here we actually only get 5 results. Now there are some other examples which we haven't gone through in detail, but are easy to test. For example, dayq or worry and reassurance, itma'nan. Here we can see 13 and 13. Tongue and advice, here you see 25, 25. And also, if you search for human, insan, and you search for all of the component parts as described in the Quran, as mentioned in these 2 verses in the Quran, you can see that the human occurs 65 times, and all of the component parts, if added up together, total up to 65. Again, this is something that can be retested.